Welcome back to PhD channel. I am Rene Molina. Good afternoon, good evening, and good day to all our viewers and listeners. In our continuing podcast series of the candidates or the 2023 candidates of Mrs. and Miss Aotearoa, today we have another candidate coming all the way from the South Island, from a place called Kaipoi in North Canterbury near Christchurch. I'd like us to give a virtual welcome to our guest, one of the candidates for the Mrs. and Miss Aotearoa, NISHA AULAKH from North Canterbury. Hi, NISHA. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
How are you, NISHA?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How's the weather in North Canterbury at this moment?
It's pretty good today. It was rain yesterday. Yeah, it's a windy bit, but yeah, no, it's good. It's better.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah,
better. And, it's a Sunday and, it's a family day.
yeah.
You have a 8-year-old boy, yeah, a
Y-
son.
Yes, I have one 8-year-old boy. His name is Gary.
Oh, Gary. Okay. So, what
Yeah.
did Gary say when he found out, or when you shared to him that, oh, I'm going to join this pageant? What did he say? What did Gary say?
Um, I don't know much about, his sister either, but when I told him that I'm going to represent New Zealand, I mean, country, sorry, my city, North Canterbury, and then maybe in the future, if I want, I might go and represent New Zealand. He was quite happy and excited with that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. How
Yeah. No,
about the
he
husband?
always, oh, my husband, he's amazing. He's very supportive. He always support me. And I think if I'm in the pageant, it's just because of my husband only. He's the one who pushed me to
Oh,
go
okay.
there.
All right, that's very good, very supportive. So you're the two important men in your lives is very
Yes.
supportive. Now, Nisha, tell me a little bit about yourself because you seem like like Anne Marie shared with me some information. You are a sporty type of a person. You are into gymnastics. You're a sports person. Tell us a little bit about your involvement with gymnasts and sports.
Right. So as you know, my name is Nisha, and basically I'm from India, and I have spent all my life just in sports only. I
Uh-huh.
was, I think, yeah, 14 years old when I started gymnastics, and then I represent my country and won many medals and trophies at the national level and senior national level as well. And yeah, I've been into the
Mm-hmm.
sports like as a gymnast for like maybe you can say 10 to 12 years. And then I
Oh.
moved to New Zealand 2016, and then I started here my career as a gymnastic coach.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then I took kids here from to the national level as well. So it was really nice. And I'm kind of like a tomboy. I have spent all my life just in my sports gear, and doing this pageant is like a really good thing for me because honestly, I'm learning so much through this pageant,
Ah.
which is great. Yeah,
Oh. So
yeah.
so you're saying you have to start at an early age if you go into gymnastics. Am I correct, Nisha?
Yeah, yeah. Because gymnastic is a sport that you do have that the natural flexibility in your body, and if you don't, you have to start that at the early age, and that helps
Uh-huh.
you to build that the flexibility and the strength in your body. So yeah, and also I was very flexible when I was young, and my coaches and my teachers they
Mm-hmm.
pushed me that you should go and do gymnastics. I did try other sports as well. I was quite good at athletics
Mm-hmm.
and the basketball as well, but because I was so flexible, my coaches pushed me to go to gymnastics. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so you were in India then, and so did you represent India in international competitions for gymnastics?
I do got the opportunity, but then due to some reason we didn't went there. So no, didn't represent India at international level, but yes,
Uh-huh.
like at the national and the senior national level, yes, I did.
Oh, okay. Whereabouts in India are you from, Nisha?
I'm from northern part of India, that's Punjab.
Oh, okay.
And I live in Amritsar. Yeah, that's my hometown.
All right. And so when
Yeah.
you came to New Zealand, you started being as a coach in gymnastics. Is there a different technique or style in New Zealand than in India, or it's basically the same?
No, it's a quite a lot difference if we compare the Indian style and the New Zealand. It's quite a lot different.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Difference, yeah. As you know, like India's still developing, but we don't have that much. Let's say when I was a gymnast, we don't have that as many facilities at the time. But now and here in New Zealand, it's quite advanced, and we have all the facilities here, like mats and all those stuff, and the equipments and the leotards that you wear in the
Uh,
competition. But over there in India, it's really hard to get the equipments and the leotards, especially when I was young. Nowadays, it's better
uh-huh.
now. Like
Mm-hmm.
everything is available easily. You can get the
Mm-hmm.
equipment and the leotards, everything. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So you in North Canterbury, you have like a club. You're a coach in a club or in a school. How does it
yeah.
work? Your coaching.
So I started with the Olympic gymnastics sport as a coach. Then I went to Auckland and I did work with over there with the TriStar Gymnastic Club. And then I moved to Napier, and I worked with Omni Gymnastic Club.
Mm.
So I worked with the different clubs around the country. And then now I'm working with my own small little thing. Yeah.
Also, this is your own. Is it like, can I call it a business or an organization that you put up
It's
for
not an
gymnastics?
organization. Yeah, it's not an organization yet. It's just like very small thing. But our main business at this stage is that we are running via the milk product. I mean, milk delivery to the whole
Oh,
Canterbury. Yeah,
okay.
that's our main. Yeah, that's the main business. Yeah,
Oh,
and I
oh, you
do.
must be very
Yeah,
busy.
yeah, and I do go to the schools as well to deliver gymnastics program.
Oh, yes, 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 yeah. So
Yeah.
I've seen that in many schools, like they have like, what do they call it?
Yeah, the extra curriculum. Yeah.
Itinerant teachers in the the things that you bring. Now, tell us a little bit about your business. Like you said, milk delivery. So you don't have a farm. You are more of getting the milk from the farm and bringing it to the warehouse, or where do you bring the milk? So is it like that?
Yeah. So we have a farm. That's not our farm, but we just bought this business from the Canterbury Choice beginning of this year. And
Mm-hmm.
we bought milk from them. And then we deliver that milk and all over Christchurch, like all over Canterbury,
Oh,
sorry. Yeah, so all over Canterbury.
oh,
And it's the A2 protein milk. And also we sell free range fresh eggs as well.
oh, wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
seems like gold now. The eggs are like gold in terms of
Yeah.
prices. Eh?
Yeah, that's
so,
true. We
so,
are
so,
lucky.
so you have a like when you say you deliver the milk, they are in like in bottles. You deliver it to
Yeah.
houses or
So
to.
yes. So we delivered. It's a A2 protein milk, and it's fully pasteurized.
Uh huh.
And our milk is, yeah, we deliver in the glass bottle, and we recycle them as well. And yeah, we deliver that all like everywhere to everybody. Let's say cafe, homes, restaurants, and
Uh huh.
yeah, almost
Oh.
everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like a 5 days work. So we do
Oh.
Monday to
Wow. So
Friday, all our
that.
deliveries. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's quite early in the morning, I guess. The deliveries are
Yeah.
early in the morning.
Yeah, that's true. So I and my husband,
Now.
we both work together. So I do most of the admin work and he do the deliveries.
Uh huh.
Yeah, so we both have to
Oh.
wake up
Okay.
every day in the morning, and I create the route at maybe let's say 3:30 in the morning, and he start his work at
Wow.
4 o'clock every day in the morning. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. But at
Yeah.
least you don't go out like the dairy farmers because you are in the office and the
Yeah.
husband is like in the warehouse getting ready, and then when you go out and when he goes out, is in the truck or something like that. But I guess
Yeah.
it's still very cold indoor.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's really hard. I'm not a morning person, to be very honest. And it's really hard for me to
Okay.
wake up every day in the morning at 3:30 and just create a route for him. But it's like a teamwork. We have to help each other.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's what they always say in New Zealand. If you're starting a business, so you involve the family first instead of getting, you know what I mean, like the cost and
Yeah.
everything. So you start with a family, and from then on, move.
Yeah, that's true.
Nisha, how long have you been married, Nisha?
So it's been like 11 years now. It will be
Okay,
11
yeah.
years this year it will be 11 years. Yeah.
11 years. And
Yes.
could you say that you and your husband in a business, is it like sometimes, there are couples who say, oh, you do you work somewhere else, or do some, they don't want to work together. But in your instance, is it something like the chemistry? It's like, how does it go? Like, with your
Yeah.
husband?
I will tell you one thing, because our marriage is a love marriage. It's really hard in India, especially to get to do the arranged love marriages. But we were in a
Uh-huh.
relationship, like a 7-year relationship, not a living relationship, but in a
Hmm.
commitment and then we got married after 7 years. And it's been like a 17 years that we both are together and we know each other. And to be very honest,
Mm.
we're still like, it's like we still have a really good compatibility. And
Okay.
we never ever had any arguments and fight. Like, he helps with my work. Let's say if he's finished his work, like his delivery, he always come and help me with gymnastics. And we
Oh,
never had any arguments. We already have decided that this is his job and that's my job. And
okay.
if I need his support, at my place or wherever I need it, he always come and help me. And if he needs me over there for the deliveries, I always go and help him for the delivery as well. So we're quite lucky in that
Oh,
way.
good,
Like
good. So it's a,
we hardly had, yeah, we don't have any arguments. So if he says anything to me, I respect him, and if I say something to him, he always respects. So it's everything is going very smooth, and yeah, it's good. I
yeah,
still love him,
good.
and he loves me. That's the main thing.
He is, yeah. And he's very supportive of your this new journey that you're doing in the pageant. But before we go to the pageant, so the graduate diploma in sports management, is that the one that helped you in putting up your gymnastics, or it is just an additional qualification that you wanted?
Yeah, no, when I was in India, I've already done masters in physical education, and then we
Uh-huh.
decided to move to New Zealand, and because my background is all about sports only, and I said I wanted to try something in the business, right? So, and I wanted to know what's the New Zealand, the sports, how they work, and how they run the sports and things like that, or organize the events. So that's why I've chosen to go with the graduate diploma in sports management, to have a really better understanding that how they run the events and
Mhm.
how they run the sports. So yeah, that is the only reason. And
Mhm.
because I always aim to
Mhm.
go with to be a gymnastic coach, even if I'm here in New Zealand. But my long term aim and goal was to open my own gymnastic club. And I think I will one day open a
Mhm.
really big gymnastic. You will hear one day that Nisha have her own gymnastics club here in New Zealand.
Oh,
Um,
yes.
yeah, that's a long term
Good,
goal.
good.
Yeah, but hopefully I will get one day.
Oh, good, good. We'll pray for that. So,
Thank you.
did you study sports management? Is it at AUT or at Massey?
Say that again, sorry.
The graduate diploma in sports management, was it in the graduate diploma in sports management? Was it in the AUT University or Massey?
No, so that was in
Yeah. Oh,
Christchurch.
there seems
There's
to be.
a ARA, yes, there's a ARA Institute. So it used to call a CPIT. So I have done
ARA.
my,
Okay.
yes,
Yes.
yes. Yeah. So I have done my graduate diploma over there in 2016.
Uh, okay. There are Filipinos studying in ARA, in CIPTA, the CPIT, yeah, Christchurch Polytechnic Institute of
Yes,
Technology. Now,
yeah.
yes. So now let's go to the pageant. So you're busy, you have gymnastics, you have your business, taking care of your family, and now the pageant. What was the motivation for joining the this Mrs. and Miss Aotearoa pageant?
When I was, and I always like and adore this the modeling thing. I always wanted to be a model, but that time my priorities were different. Like I was just so into the sports only. And when I saw this, I was like, okay, this is the time for me to go and um, do this something for me now. And and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's just I always want to do it, and then I got the opportunity. Then I saw that post, and then I told my husband, and he was like, "Nisha, just go
Mm-hmm.
and do it. If you really want to do something, and just try once, you never know."
Yes, the what if, like, what if I did this? What if I didn't do this? That
Yes.
kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. How tall are you, Nisha? I hope you don't mind my asking, because you're
Yeah,
into
of course.
sports like basketball and those things. How tall are you?
I'm 5'7.5".
Oh, quite tall for a
Yeah.
lady, for a woman. So you
Yes.
played, because you said you played basketball, and
Yeah.
but height, yeah, but height is not necessary in gymnastics, right? Is it the
Yeah, not in
smaller you are, the
gymnastics.
better, or
Yeah.
is it
I
the
was a rhythmic gymnast. So a height doesn't matter in gymnastics, but yes,
smaller
it
you
does
are, the
matter
better?
in
Uh-huh.
basketball.
Oh, yes, yes. Well, you're not supposed to tell me your talent, but I hope it's not gymnastics that you're gonna do.
I really want to do that, but I've injured myself 2 years ago when I was in Napier. I had a disc inflammation,
Oh.
so I'm a bit careful this time. And moreover, there's not enough things that I can show my talent over there on the like as in a gymnast on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you never
Yeah,
know. There's a
you never
surprise for
know.
you
Yes,
all.
yeah, surprise. Yes. Now, is there like when you're teaching the kids, aside from the routine and things, how about nutrition? Are there things that they should be eating? There are things that they should not be eating if they want to
Yeah.
go into gymnastics.
Yeah. So as I said that I have done master in physical education, and from there we had all this, the nutrition. I've gathered all the information from there, and it is really important for all the sports person to what they need to eat and what they should avoid, especially
Mm-hmm.
when they are sports and they want to take that as in a long way. Yes, and I always suggest my gymnasts to eat, before and after what they should eat and what they shouldn't eat you know
Mm-hmm.
so it's health definitely. Eating habits is always a great concern for me, even for my family. Like
Mm-hmm.
we are very particular with the eating things. I always suggest all my gymnasts to eat healthy food, no junk food, no sugar,
Mm-hmm.
take more protein, things like that. So yeah.
You've been awarded as best gymnast. Where was this? Was this in here already, New Zealand, or in India?
No, in India, when I was a gymnast, and we used to represent. In India we have we have a inter-university competitions, and
Oh,
we
yes.
have to
Uh-huh.
compete against all the universities in India. And
Okay.
over there, I awarded like 7 years in a row. I awarded as a
Ooh.
yeah. So I've got 7 years in a row. I got a medals over there, like overall first or second or first,
Oh,
second, like that. Yeah, and then I got awarded by the
okay.
honorable minister from India as a best sports person.
Mm-hmm. Wow, wow. No, I mean, a champion gymnast who is also a coach, training the future champions of Aotearoa. Uh, uh, gymnastics, I think, is a growing sports in New Zealand. I see in many schools, kids are like into, and I see in the YMCA, in their clubs, that they're slowly incorporating gymnastics. Some of them are incorporating it in like dancing and gymnastics. Is it possible, or it should be just be gymnastics only, no dancing, or how is it, Nisha?
So gymnastics have a different forms. It's not just only one gymnastic. So let's say for gymnastic, we have a rhythmic gymnastics, we have acrobatic gymnastic, we have a artistic gymnastics, and we have a trampolining. So things like that. But it's a different form of gymnastics. But nowadays, like cheerleading, they do use dance and add the gymnastic skills over there.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So like, let's say I was a rhythmic gymnast, the one do with the ribbon and hoop thing with the
Yeah.
ball. Yeah. So I was a rhythmic
Mm-hmm.
gymnast, and you have to be elegant, you have to look smart. So that's why I have got a little bit that from there, to be going to the beauty pageant,
Oh,
do something, and yeah.
oh yes.
But in
Oh
the
yes,
rhythmic
yes.
gymnastic, you have to look, show yourself. You have to show your beauty, because you always get points for the makeup and all the stuff, and your beauty as well for
Uh-huh.
your body, your presentation. Yeah,
Oh, uh-huh. Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But it is
It's
getting
very
popular
interesting.
in the schools as well. Yeah, because this is not an
Mm-hmm.
easy sport. It's quite expensive
Mm-hmm.
sport. Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
it's really good that nowadays almost all the schools are giving opportunity to all the kids to participate and at least try the gymnastics. I would say, and
Mm-hmm.
I always feel that the gymnastics is a mother of all the games because it helps to develop your
Ah.
body, it helps to elaborate your body movements. So
Uh-huh.
gymnastics is really good for, like, if you are in a small age, if you do a gymnastics, that helps and leads you to the
Mm-hmm.
other sports as well. Yeah.
To the other sports. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
and also there's also aquatic. Is it aquatic gymnastics that like in the water? Like,
Oh,
is
that's
it?
a swim. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that doesn't come under a gymnastics. That's a
Ah, okay.
swimming thing. Yeah.
Ah, the synchronized swimming competition or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Are you a swimmer also, Nisha? You're also a swimmer?
No, no, I'm
And
not.
so that helps, I think, that you know.
No, I'm not.
Now let's go again, back to the pageant. Let's go back to the pageant again. So you joined the pageant because you've been looking at it, and the pageant could be a platform for your advocacy. It can be environment, it could be domestic violence, it could be women empowerment. Do you have an advocacy, Nisha, that you could promote using this platform of the pageant?
Yeah. I really, through this pageant, I got to know a different um, things, like, let's say, the domestic violence, or
Uh-huh.
women empowerment. And I really want to support the domestic violence and the women empowerment both,
Mm-hmm.
because I would say each lady deserve to have a really good life. They
Mm-hmm.
need to come
Yes.
out. Yeah, they are human beings. They should have their own lives. They should do whatever they want to. They shouldn't be depend on anyone else. And if it's come to women
Mm-hmm.
empowerment, I would like to encourage all the women to come out and do something for yourself. Go and do your workout. Spend your life in a
Mm-hmm.
healthy way, so that you can give something to the beautiful world. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Very
So I would
good.
just,
Very
yeah,
well said. Very well. And also, you are a living embodiment of women empowerment. You're doing your sports, your business, which is quite
yeah,
challenging also with all the challenges in business. as well
Yeah.
as your dream of having the club in the near future. And I'm sure it's going to happen with your positive attitude. Now, at this point, Nisha, this is your chance to address our listeners and our viewers, especially our women viewers and listeners, your special message to them. This is the chance for you, Nisha.
Yeah, I would like to encourage and request to all the girls, ladies, women, everybody to come out from your comfort zone and do the things that gives you happiness. Try something for yourself. Women, most of the time, women gives their time and spend their time for the family, for the loved ones. But I want them to come out and do something for themselves so that you can show to the world that you are also exist here on the earth. You have your own life. It's good to give time to your family. It's good to give your time to your loved ones. But at the same time, God gave you only one birth. This is your chance as well to live your life and do something for yourself. So that's why, as a sports, I'm so lucky that I'm into a gymnastics because that gives me the opportunity to help the young ones as well, to help them and motivate them, encourage them to go into the sports and live your life in a good way, in a healthy way. You know how our young generation nowadays are just moving into
Mm-hmm.
in a wrong way, and smoking
Mm-hmm.
and the drugs, all the stuff. So that's why I'm
Mm-hmm.
encouraging all my young youth and all the young people that go and participate in the sports, and that will help you to lead a healthy life, a better life that you
Mm-hmm.
all deserve. All the women, all the human being deserve a better life. That's your
Mm-hmm.
time to go and live your life in the way that you want to, but has to be a good and a fruitful and a better way. So yeah, that's
Thank you,
my
sir.
opinion.
Yeah.
That's my encouragement. That's my request to everybody, that go out and do something for yourself and just be happy, be smile all the time. Yeah.
Very well said, Nisha Olak, and thank you also for stopping by for our podcast. I hope to see you in the near future when you come up to Auckland for some of the workshops, and also on Pageant Night. Hopefully, I'll get to see you on
We
stage and know
will.
more about your advocacy and what you're doing. So, thank you so much. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
and all
Thank
the
you.
best to you. Thank you. And I'd like to thank
Thank you
our
so
viewers
much.
and our
Nice to
listeners
talk to
for
you.
tuning in again and allowing Nisha and myself to come into your homes, into your hearts for another podcast of or a series of podcasts of the Mrs. and Miss Aotearoa 2023 candidates. All the best to Nisha and all the other candidates. I am Rene Molina. Thank you. Good afternoon and God bless.
Thank you.